Hello, viewers. This is Willet Cat.
Good morning.
Episode something or other. I don't know. But yes, a good morning to you.
No, what episode number is it? Say it.
It's 69.
Nice.
Had to be done. Alright, so today, another urgent quest, another new monster, who's probably also one of those who probably should be an Elder Dragon, but isn't because the monster classifications are stupid, like from last time.
So we've got another flying wyvern who doesn't fly.
Yeah, this monster's name is Ukanlos. And he looks like maybe an ice sort of monster. He's got that coloration to him.
I
But
guess we'll see
oh
in a
no,
second.
Urbosa's drunk. We got drunk cat on the set. No, Urbosa, you should not get drunk before a hunt. You need to fight the thing. You need to be in peak condition. No, Urbosa. So today I felt comfortable trying the beast scat because of the urgent quests we have to do. Either Akantor or Ukanlos are the ones who beast the best, and I didn't do it on Akantor, so Ukanlos is it, I guess.
Yeah, because there's just so much monster real estate.
Exactly, real estate. And I figured I had to beast one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, we trained up Urbosa and all. It'd be a shame if she didn't get to participate in the final set of monsters. This is the arena where Ukanlos is found. I already forgot what it's called, but it's a new... It's the icy variant of the Ingle Isle, basically.
It's the snowy butthole.
The snowy butthole, yeah. But yeah, here he is. So yeah, Ukanlos is just basically an ice-flavored Akantor. They're extremely similar.
He's a little more nimble, it seems.
Yeah, he jumps around a bit more. He might use more the like the Zinogre kind of moveset instead of Akantor, who actually behaved a bit like Tigrex. If you squint. You know, because he's a flying wyvern, and I did notice when we were fighting him that some of his his trample attack was a lot like Tigrex's.
No, I hadn't... For some reason, I have trouble identifying the base animations in these larger monsters.
Yeah, it is tough, but I did notice that. And that could be why Akantor is a flying wyvern. It might just be based on the skeleton, but I don't know. Whatever, doesn't matter, right? Not really.
Not
So-
terribly, no.
Oh, and I should mention that Sligna's not with us today because he got voluntold to do chores today, so we have to go on without him. Tis a shame.
Yeah. Getting voluntold to do a large-scale chore without any sort of planning. That sounds
Without any
awfully
warning.
familiar to me.
Yeah, so yeah, Sligna, you can sympathize with Sligna, I guess.
Yeah.
Now then. So, a couple of things about Ukanlos. Since he is similar to Akantor, a lot of the stuff we said about him are gonna apply the same. When you see Ukanlos burrow, it's a good idea for you to also burrow. And he, as you can see here, his burrowing is a little bit different than Akantor. Instead of, like, going off and shooting a laser at you, he, like, goes through the ground like a freaking mole, and if you touch his body as it's poking up out of the snow, it will hurt you. Naturally.
Hey, yeah, he's doing like Zamtrio style sharking.
Yeah. We'll go with that. He's like a big old shark turtle thing. And I imagine as a human, that's gotta be a pain to deal with because it covers a lot of area and it's harder to get away from something like that if you're a human. I'd imagine. I've only fought him as the cat.
Right.
Now, his weaknesses, as you might figure, weak to fire, primarily, and secondarily, lightning.
Okay.
Were you gonna say something, Liquidy?
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably as simple as a panic dive.
Yeah, maybe even a couple of panic dives, because you can kind of chain them together if you're quick enough. And just do that, or if you happen to have Adept ready, that probably would do the trick nicely. So yeah, as far as your general strategies, I would recommend bringing Adept if you're a human, probably, or maybe a blocking weapon like the lance, maybe.
Yeah.
Just so you can just no-sell that annoying burrowing of his. I don't know if he does ranged as well as a Cantor does. Maybe? Question mark? In general, though, if you're a cat, mind you, the Gathering Cat will work just as well on him as it does on a Cantor, because he's pretty slow, he's got a lot of area to fling the boomerangs at, but he probably beasts pretty well, and I felt comfortable enough to give that a shot. The drawback is, as a beast, you have to get in close, and if he falls on you or tramples or does whatever, you kind of have to just eat it.
Yeah.
And eat an acorn in the process. But I did find it's really easy to get the beast levels on him, as I figured. Oh, right, yeah, and I forgot to point out in the camp, like with the Ingle there's no bed. So.
Right.
So that acorn I just ate is gonna remain eaten. There's no way to refill it.
Yeah, that's pretty worrying.
Yeah, but I've only carded once in the LP, right? So, my record's pretty good, right? And if you cart against the freaking post-game kinda sorta super bosses, there's no shame in that. Yeah, so that is something I had trouble with. Ukanlos does have a laser, an ice variant kind of laser, and unfortunately, unlike with a Cantor, the tell for it is not nearly as long of a wind-up, so he caught me with it, because I was trying to go into beast mode and I didn't have time to get out of the way. With a Cantor, you know he's gonna do it, because he comes up out of the ground, he's across the arena from you, he's gonna do it. With Ukanlos, he gets out of the snow, and then he just kind of fires it off almost immediately. It's kind of rude, actually. So, yeah, that's a double acorn, and that is worrying, because I can't refill that. It's fine. We'll be fine, right?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, so for the parts that you can break on him, they're actually the same as a Cantor. You can break his face, break his claws, his chest, his back, and cut off his head.
But that big old chin can only be broken once, I imagine.
I'd imagine, yeah, so it's not like the tusks where you can break each one individually. It's just that magnificent shovel-shaped chin that you can bust up.
Yeah.
And I honestly forget what the subquest is for this hunt. Probably break the claws like a Cantor.
You certainly can't chop the tail off, because I saw you were doing KO damage to the face.
Yes, the weapon that I bought is the Gravios Club, the G-Rank Gravios Club, which I got from doing that DLC quest I mentioned where the prize is the Spirit Pickaxe. But it may be a teeny tiny Gravios, but it's still a Gravios, and it's still a G-Rank quest, so you can still get G-Rank Gravios bits from it.
Yeah.
And I got enough bits to make his weapon, which is, a blunt, close-range fire weapon, so it's perfect for Urbosa. As long as you're fighting something that's weak to fire.
Yeah.
Ooh, now your status protection against Ukanlos, I should mention that. He's an ice beastie, so naturally he can inflict snowman on you. So you'll want to bring your cleanser if you're a human, or just pack the skill that makes you break out a snowman instantly, which if you're a cat is non-stick fur, which Urbosa has. And of course, he also does tremors because he's a big boy, so tremor is recommended, which Urbosa has.
Yeah, he's a big boy who does big slams that we didn't mention earlier, but he does change the terrain of the arena.
Yeah, he does. He can, there's a shelf that can raise and lower when he stomps, such like. It's kind of interesting. Oh, and his roar, like a Cantor, will damage you. And he'll also drop stalactites on you when he roars. It's rude. He's a rude lad.
He's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover with this guy. Yeah, this is a big deal monster. He's as big of a deal as a Cantor is, just ice flavored. And you're gonna get bored. That's a bad spot to be in. And earplugs doesn't help, which I think is rude. That's rude.
So he's got like an XL roar or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I looked it up, and it was termed a special roar.
Oh.
But no manner of earplugs is going to help. Now, what I would imagine is if you don't have earplugs at all, you take even more damage and knockback. I don't know.
It's probably a boatload of damage, yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be logical.
Oh, he didn't move. He decided to just shark from where he burrowed.
Yep. He likes to do that a lot, and you can hit him when he's doing that. I would not really recommend doing that, but you could if you were feeling saucy. It's better to just try and avoid it.
I'm a little fuzzy on the details. What's the rodeo status of this boy?
Oh, you can definitely rodeo him. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep, just like with a Cantor, you can rodeo him. And that would probably be your best bet for breaking his back, because it's really high up.
Yeah. Oh, there we go, finally.
There's the rodeo.
Because you had been doing the big beast flurry, and it wasn't. I guess he's just got a lot of rodeo resistance, or the beast flurry doesn't do a whole lot of rodeo damage.
It could be that, and also I was noticing sometimes it wasn't doing a whole lot of those vertical slashes that indicate mount damage. It can sometimes be a little finicky on where on the monster you have to hit in order to get the mount damage.
Yeah.
It could be just like on certain spots only can you do the mount damage. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think
but I did notice that.
I think I prefer the system in World because it seems like as long as you are in the air, it's mount damage.
Yes. Worlds, I think, did rodeos pretty well. As far as and it gave a lot of weapons the ability to do mount damage a lot easier, which is nice. Like that supersonic spin you do with the hammer.
Yeah. Oh, that's real good.
That shit's good. That's the good stuff. And speaking of hammer, you could probably hammer this guy pretty well because that face, man, there's a lot of face to hit.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for hit and run tactics.
Yeah. So if you have to choose between blunt and cutting on this guy, unless you desperately need the tail cut, I would definitely go with blunt. Because you want to break that face and you want that sweet KO.
Yeah, and Hunting Horn kind of demands you stay in there, so I don't know if Hunting Horn would be the best.
Hunting Horn. I mean, you smack his face a bunch, maybe.
Yeah, but like you want to
fine.
be in there and playing all of your notes and playing the songs on his face, and that's
right.
difficult considering how much he's moving around. And...
Yeah, that's true. And solo Hunting Horn is difficult.
Yeah. Plus, who likes to play music without an audience, right?
Yeah. You can solo Hunting Horn for sure, but I think it is definitely a weapon that's more geared toward hunting with friends.
Yeah.
More so than other weapons, which usually are fine to do by yourself. If that makes sense. Hunting Horn's fun.
Yeah.
I like it. I wish that there was more of a cat style or weapon that worked more like the Hunting Horn does. World kinda has that in the Choral Orchestra.
Yeah.
But this game, not so much. There's buffing skills that you can get, but nothing on the order of what the Hunting Horn gets, and it's kind of a shame. Because cats are really good at support.
Yeah, there's no cat variant that there's no I'm now your buffer and debuffer kind of.
Yeah, you can get a little bit of that with the Charisma cat, which are kind of the closest thing you can get because they have extra slots that you can fill with like both Armor Horn and Demon Horn and you can also throw in Go Fight Win for the stamina cost reduction. But as far as debuffs, not so much.
Well, to be fair, I don't think there actually are debuffs that I can think of in Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a dumb
Got it.
turn of phrase, I guess you could say.
Okay, yeah. So let's see, if you go into... Yeah, because even with the Charisma Cats, if you use their main skill, that's Palico Rally, which buffs the cats in your party, like giving them an affinity boost and an attack and defense, but it doesn't work on humans. So there's I think there's not a way to like give you a nice affinity boost to your human pals or confer, say, earplugs or or whatever. Because the hunting horn can do all that, and it's real good.
Yeah, Palico Rally really should have been party-wide instead of just Palico only.
If it included humans, Palico Rally would be nutso because it gives a lot of really nice buffs. And in general, you don't really want to run a Charisma Cat as a Prowler anyway, because they're not that great. It's a shame.
If Palico Rally were boosted like that for Charisma Cats, that would be a different story, maybe.
Yes. If they were tweaked a bit so that Palico Rally also worked on like your human companions and such, then Charisma Cats would be a much more viable choice to be like a support sort of role in a as a cat in a party of humans. You can definitely do that because they can heal, they can buff. They're actually quite flexible. But if you're gonna be running support as a Prowler, the heal cat's right there, my friend. And heal cats are bonkers crazy good us. Subquest must have been break his claws, because I just did that.
Yeah.
So, this quest is basically second verse, same as the first. You got a Cantor, you got Ocanlos, same subquest, same breaks. It's very similar behavior. It's just, this is a Cantor, but Ice Flavor. That's it.
Second verse chillier than the first.
Yes, much chillier. And I'm trying to keep on top of my health here, using emergency retreat a lot to keep the health topped off because
Yeah.
I don't like being 2 acorns down and not being able to refill them. It's not good feelings. And this is probably a mistake. Yep, definitely a mistake.
Ooh.
So, that laser, nasty. You saw my health was either full or nearly full, right?
Mm-hmm.
And nope, bam. So, eventually I did cotton to this, that's what happened. When he comes up, when he's angry, he will just turn right around and he will fire that laser at you. You know it's coming, he doesn't have much wind-up for it because it's just predictable. He comes out of the snow, he turns, he fires it off. And you can tell he's gonna do it because he has that icy vapor coming out of his mouth, as you saw.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if you see that happening, don't.
Yeah.
Don't do what I did. Be ready. Just like, even stay under the snow for a little bit longer after he comes up, so it can't hit you. That's what I recommend. But yes, that was a cart. Okay, I carted. Fine. Against the post game kind of sort of super bosses. Fine. I can accept this.
Uh-oh.
Aha! Emergency retreat. But yes, he, did we mention he has that ice laser, that he can kind of sweep? I don't know if he did that before.
Nope,
but
that's...
yeah, he has that too.
He opted not to do that until, 3/4 of the way through the fight.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, at least we've seen him do it now. Oh yeah, there he goes. He's being very obliging with it. So that's his ice laser, where Cantor has the steam laser. It works the same way, and it hurts just as much. And that was me a little bit kinda not being as familiar with Ucanlos as compared to a Cantor. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I fought a Cantor some in 4U and I was already kinda used to how he operates, but I'm pretty sure I have only fought Ucanlos in this game, and only as the cat.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. So I don't think we made it to this guy when we used to fight as a group. And also, like with a Cantor, in the single player, you can only fight this guy in Generations Ultimate. Because he just doesn't, he just straight up doesn't show up outside of the hub in base generations.
Yeah, I think Future Silver can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Eucanlos didn't show up in 4U, but Akantor was in 4U.
I can definitely check that. That would be easy. And if he is not in 4U, that might explain why we didn't get to him.
Yeah.
Because he weren't there. Because I definitely remember Akantor. I remember, you know, he was fun to fight with friends. Oh, that was a good time. But yeah, other than that, if you actually pay attention better than I do and don't get lasered for your full health, he's not that bad, really. He's not. He's tough but fair. He definitely rewards you paying attention, learning what his attacks are like, where the safe places are you can stand. You know, usual Monster Hunter stuff. He is a usual Monster Hunter monster that you can figure him out and you can get good at him without going into like real bullshit armor setups or needing a specific weapon setup to even have a prayer of a chance. Monster Hunter world. Excuse me. Terribly sorry about that. But he's not like that. He is not bullshit. You can definitely get some more bullshit monsters in this game. Oh, I'm not excusing this game from having the bullshit monsters, but it tends to have the courtesy of sequestering those like way in the ass end of G rank and like springing them on you out of nowhere. You do have to kind of go out of your way to find them.
Yeah, there's a couple of genuine super bosses I have not beaten yet. It sucks too because it's all the way at the end of the game and everybody's burnt out and wants to play other things by the time we get there.
Yeah, exactly. That's my problem as well, because there's stuff I haven't fought like at the ass end of G rank, but nobody wants to play with me. Because it takes a long time to get there, and it is kind of bullshit, I get it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to just, like, sign on and fight with randos either, because,
No, randos
I could
are
do
bad.
that, but I don't want to. Because, you know, as usual, if I'm, like, Googling around things, sometimes I will run across what the rest of the internet thinks about this game, and people have a very poor opinion of Prowlers, and a couple of people even talked about just, like, they would automatically kick anybody who joined a game as a Prowler. And it's like, please. Fuck you.
Yeah, those people are assholes.
Yeah. Anyway, he did! But that wasn't so bad, right?
Right. Yeah,
That was fine.
Sure.
Around 20-ish minutes, one cart, and, you know, and only 2 acorns. I have lost more acorns in hunts before, you know, by refilling them. Look at that big old stupid mouth of his. He sure looks stupid. But we got him! It's fine. So that is...
Down a cart, but you know.
Yeah, we're down a cart. Look, carting isn't a big deal unless you do it, you know, 3 times. Then you lose. Then it's bad. Right? Because I haven't, like, failed a quest here. Like, I guess there was that one where we killed the Glavenus instead of capturing it. Oh, and that Narg. Remember the Narg? We had to capture it.
Oh.
Mostly hub stuff.
Right.
Oh no, there was that one quest where I had to gather the super sprouts, and I didn't realize there was another gathering spot of super sprouts.
Oh yeah.
Memories of incompetence. But whatever, let's take a look at what his equipment looks like while we're here. I bet it looks cool. These, you know, endgame monsters tend to look pretty neat. You can beat monsters to death with a frickin' shovel!
It's just a genuine shovel made out of shovel jaw. It's good.
Yeah, it's really good. And we have a, you know, kind of a spike helmet with a little plume. And so the armor is kind of usual like, knight tank armor looking.
I don't-
So it's not that fancy, but it's not bad.
I don't understand why the Prowler armor sometimes it gives them like punchy fists instead of something that they could actually articulate their little paw fingers.
I don't know. Geared more for protection than dexterity, perhaps?
I don't know.
But yeah, that was the only quest I did this time, because I don't feel like doubling up on urgent quests here. So, that will be all for today. We shall sign off, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Thanks for watching.